There is a woman in your life right now, making $150,000 a year. Nice apartment, good car, vacation photos. Everyone assumes she is doing great. She is not. Last month, she skipped a dinner with friends so she would not have to split a check she could not really afford. She has pretended Venmo was not working, twice, to avoid paying someone back on time. And she put groceries on a credit card last week. This is not a rare story. 64% of six-figure earners, in a survey published this past November, said their income is not a milestone of success. It is the bare minimum for staying afloat. And this week, the CEO of the largest retailer on earth confirmed it from the inside. Walmart's CEO said wealthy shoppers are coming to his stores more than ever. More frequently, buying more. Today, we are going to expose exactly why six-figure earners are quietly drowning, what is really driving it, and the 4 moves that break the cycle before it becomes permanent. Here is what makes this so hard to talk about. If you earn 6 figures, admitting you are struggling feels almost embarrassing. People assume you are fine. You are supposed to be fine. So instead of asking for help or talking about it openly, people quietly cut corners and hope nobody notices. The data on this is staggering. According to a 2025 Goldman Sachs report, 41% of American workers earning between $300,000 and $500,000 say they are living paycheck to paycheck. 40% of those earning over $500,000 say the same thing. Read that again. People earning $500,000 a year, living paycheck to paycheck. And here is the detail that should genuinely surprise you. The financial outlook actually gets better as you go down the income spectrum from there. Only 16% of people earning $200,000 to $300,000 report the same struggle. 25% of those earning $100,000 to $200,000, this is not a poverty problem. This is something else entirely. Economists have a name for this. It is called lifestyle creep. And the Goldman Sachs report describes it precisely: the phenomenon of luxuries becoming necessities to certain income cohorts. Here is how it actually works. You get a raise. Your income goes from $70,000 to $100,000. That extra $30,000 feels like freedom. So you upgrade your apartment, nicer car, more dinners out, a gym membership that costs more because it has a juice bar. None of these decisions feel reckless in the moment. Each one feels like a reasonable reward for working hard and earning more. Remember that woman from the beginning of this video, skipping dinners, faking Venmo errors? She did not start out broke. She started out earning more than most Americans ever will. The lifestyle simply grew to absorb every single dollar of that increase, and then some. This is the trap. Each individual upgrade feels justified, but collectively, they consume the entire raise, plus whatever savings cushion used to exist. A household earning $150,000 in a high-cost city, with $3,500 in rent, 2 car payments, and private school tuition, can have less actual breathing room than a household earning $60,000 in a lower-cost area with a modest lifestyle. The number on the paycheck stopped being the story a long time ago. The gap between income and expenses became the only number that actually matters. People have always upgraded their lives as they earned more. But 3 things happening specifically in 2026 are making it dramatically worse. First, housing costs. Mortgage rates above 6.5%. Rents climbing in nearly every major metro. Housing now consumes a larger share of even high earners' take-home pay than at almost any point in recent history. Second, what researchers are calling modest luxuries inflation. While the prices of basic essentials have stabilized somewhat, the cost of things affluent households consider standard, premium groceries, childcare, dining out, travel has continued accelerating faster than overall inflation. The lifestyle six-figure earners feel they are entitled to maintain is becoming measurably more expensive to sustain. Third, and this is the one almost nobody talks about, social signaling. Money, for many high earners, has become less about security and more about appearing successful. The Harris Poll survey found that 64% of six-figure earners have used reward points just to pay for everyday essentials. 50% have used buy now, pay later for purchases under $100. 46% rely on credit cards just to make ends meet. These are not the financial behaviors of someone in genuine poverty. These are the financial behaviors of someone maintaining an image while privately falling behind. And Goldman Sachs has a genuinely alarming forecast attached to this trend. By 2033, 55% of all U.S. workers are projected to be living paycheck to paycheck. Not because incomes are falling, because the gap between what people earn and what they feel they need to spend keeps widening. Here is the good news. This is one of the most fixable financial problems that exists, because the income is already there. The fix is not earning more. It is redirecting what you already earn. Move 1. Automate the gap before you see it. Every time your income increases, whether through a raise, a bonus, or a new job, automatically direct at least 50% of that increase straight into savings or investments before it ever reaches your checking account. If lifestyle creep happens because extra money feels available, removing that availability before you ever see it is the single most effective defense. Move 2. Separate true needs from social signaling, line by line. Go through your last 3 months of spending. For every expense above $500, ask honestly, would I still spend this if nobody else would ever know about it? The expenses that survive that question are real priorities. The ones that do not are lifestyle creep wearing a disguise. Move 3. Calculate your actual savings rate, not your income. Stop measuring success by your salary. Start measuring it by the percentage of that salary you actually keep and invest. A person earning $60,000 who saves 20% is building more long-term wealth than a person earning $200,000 who saves 2%. The paycheck number impresses other people. The savings rate number determines your actual future. Move 4, and this is the one that takes the most courage. Stop financing your image with debt. If you are using buy now, pay later for everyday purchases, relying on credit cards to make it through the month, or skipping medical care to maintain appearances, those are not isolated bad habits. They are symptoms of a lifestyle that has outgrown the income supporting it. The fix is not earning more to catch up. It is having an honest conversation with yourself about which parts of the lifestyle are actually serving you and which parts exist only because you are afraid of what people might think if you scaled back. The six-figure salary used to mean something specific: security, comfort, arrival. For a growing number of people right now, it means none of those things, because the lifestyle absorbed it before it could. That is not a reason for shame. It is a reason to look honestly at the gap between what you earn and what you actually need, and start closing it on purpose. Here is what we now know. 64% of six-figure earners say their income is the bare minimum for staying afloat, not a milestone of success. 41% of those earning $300,000 to $500,000 are living paycheck to paycheck. Walmart's own CEO confirmed wealthy shoppers are showing up at his stores more than ever. The cause is not low income. It is lifestyle creep, colliding with rising housing costs, accelerating luxury inflation, and the pressure to look successful instead of actually being secure. Your 4 moves. Automate at least half of every raise before you see it. Separate real needs from social signaling. Measure your savings rate, not your salary. And stop financing your image with debt. The paycheck was never the point. What you keep from it always was. If this video describes someone you know, or maybe described you, hit that subscribe button. Every week on First Million Club, we break down exactly these kinds of real money stories with real numbers. Because looking wealthy and being wealthy are two completely different things.